So I have a tendency of this trail arm to retract quite heavily behind my body.
Yeah.
Now, as we know, that has a direct correlation with what the lead arm's doing as well.
Okay. So moving across the chest like this?
Yeah. And like we said, Tour Pro ranges are what, from 20 to 30 degrees, somewhere around 20, 25, I guess.
So if we were starting out from a dress and let's say the hands are in front of our chest there and lifting up, so we're facing the camera like this, you're saying that the lead arm here only moves across approximately 20 to 30 degrees.
Yeah.
And I think this is quite opposite to what a lot of players assume is at the top of the swing, kind of looks like that lead arm is across the shoulder plane, doesn't it?
Yeah, and that's what I like to classify and talk about as fake turn.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So they feel like they're turning, but in actual fact, it's just this lead arm over flexing, trail arm gets behind, lead arm's too far across the chest, pelvis hasn't moved.
Yeah.
Direct reaction from that, as you've seen before, and you've said, we've talked about throwing the club to get back out in front in an attempt to get the club back out. Yeah. Or, as you were saying the other day, going this way and then
coming out of our posture.
Coming out of our posture and side bending.
So really, I use a bunch of drills, and one of them specifically is going to be my left hand behind my right elbow, and that really helps me keep everything in front. But we were talking on the last tee here, and you're just talking about a drill, almost doing a bit of a shucker sign like this, that we can do to control how much that lead arm's coming across the chest.
So you put basically your thumb in your sternum and your pinky in your kind of joint of your elbow, and then from there you keep that gap between the pinky and your thumb on your elbow as you go to the top. That'll stop that lead arm from going too far across you. Now, like you said, it could be a lead arm issue or a trail arm issue, but they work together. If one's going one way, if this stays off your chest more, that's going to stay more in front of you here. There's plenty of others you can do to focus on the trail arm. You can grip it left below right, but one that I really like to help stop the player feeling like this lead arm gets way across their chest, as you make this move, keep that in there and keep that in there, and then you can unlock a little bit more pelvis rotation as you go to the top. That'll then get the arms up. Arms are in front of your torso, in front of the rib cage, and you've actually turned the body and loaded, versus where you would get to if that gap gets narrower, that right arm, right shoulder would kind of retract behind you.
Perfect. And you can see if I don't keep that width, I don't keep that connection between the sternum turning and the arm staying in front, that lead arm is really going to break down, and that's going to affect our hinge. And I think a side note to this drill that I absolutely love is setting up with the thumb in the sternum and the pinky touching the elbow there. It's just a great reference of, I've used this fist drill here before, but
fist in there.
Having this here, I really love that sensation because it almost really encourages me to start loading the golf club a lot earlier. So creating a bit of hinge early on. So we're able to set it by this lead arm parallel position there.
Yeah.
So just tying a bow on this for the audience, anything else that you would add in terms of actually implementing this into their swing?
So another really good one to kind of go onto it, you can put a golf ball in there, right? Okay. I just put a golf ball in that, and you don't even need to have it underneath your armpit. If you have it kind of there, right in that joint, so you can't really squeeze it that hard.
Yeah.
Right, and then you go to the top, and you're trying to feel like you don't compress that ball, and you can then hit shots with that underneath your armpit there.
Yeah, perfect. So just building an awareness that when we do swing the golf club back, it's not just an arm swing. We're not just pulling the club head and the hands around our body.
No.
We need to use our chest as the engine for the backswing, maintain some width. We do that by ensuring that that lead arm is not pinning across the chest. If you're struggling with your ball striking and you're not getting compression, this could be a great drill to help you just achieve that.